A very good morning to all. Looking at important headlines from the Hindu newspaper for 5th Feb. On the front page, you have opposition leaders call on Mamata back her protest. So this is the same news which we have covered yesterday in detail. So you don't need to follow it further now. So this is regarding CBI attempting to raid the residence of Kolkata police chief, the police commissioner. So Mamata Banerjee has opposed this. Even the general consent for CBI to investigate cases in the state have been revoked by the West Bengal government along with Andhra Pradesh government. So we have discussed all this in yesterday's news. Then this is UK clears Malia's extradition to India. So this is regarding Vijay Mallya. He is in UK. The UK court ruled that he should be extradited to India on charges of money laundering, and he has defaulted on the loans. So in this case now, the after the court order, the British Home Secretary has to sign the order for the extradition. So only after he has signed, extradition can take place. So this has happened now. The British Home Secretary has signed this order. So he had to sign within 2 months, and now 2 months deadline is approaching in Feb. It was December 10 in 2018 when this order was issued by the court. So this February 10, 2019 would have 2 months would have completed. So now the British Home Secretary has signed the order, but still Vijay Mallya has the right to appeal this order too. So he would go and appeal. It has already been stated. So it will still take time for the extradition to actually take place. Then this is plot is the vilest by the state against citizens. So this is an academic, Anand Teltumde, who was arrested by the Pune police. So he is a faculty at Goa Institute of Management and also a former MD of Petronet India. So he's been linked to again the Elgar Parishad, the violence which took place in Jan 2018. So he's Bhima Koregaon incident. So many activists have been arrested on that and they have been arrested calling these activists as urban exils. So he says there is no such term as urban exile. It is a bogey created by the authorities to silence those who have the courage to speak against government policies. So he says what happened to me can happen to anyone. So it is the government which is targeting its own citizens. Then this is BJP AAP came to power because of my stir. So this is Anna Hazare, the anti-graft activist, anti-corruption activist. He is on 6th day of hunger strike and he says he has been betrayed. It was his agitation, which is in 2014 when the BJP and AAP came to power, after which, and now they have betrayed the Lokpal bill for which he had fought. The Lokpal bill has still not been implemented. And this is entire Aravali area is devastated. Bruce Supreme Court. So this is the Supreme Court which has said that the Rajasthan state authorities are hand in gloves with illegal miners who operate in the fast depleting Aravali region, and the entire region is devastated. On page 7 you have emission levels rising faster in Indian cities than in China. So this study has analyzed link between population density and emissions from vehicles across the districts in the country. And this is what it has found. Below you have fundraiser to secure 96 elephant corridors. So this is an initiative by Asian Elephant Alliance, an umbrella of 5 NGOs. So it is raising funds to secure elephant corridors now. On the editorial page, the first editorial is Visa Crackdown. So this is regarding the US case in which 129 Indians have been charged of willfully violating immigration laws in US. So the editorial says students should be made aware of the risks of falling afoul of US immigration laws. And second editorial is The Peace Holds. So it is regarding the penalty in the 2008 Assam serial blast case. So the chief of the NDFB has been charged. So these convictions which have come, so it says this could lead to a wider trouble. So it's actually peace negotiations are going on between the Bodo leader and Assam government as such. Then the lead article is a national register of exclusion. So this is regarding the NRC exercise of Assam. So it says there are few parallels anywhere else of the state itself producing statelessness in the manner that it is doing in Assam. So state itself saying that you no longer belong to the state. So this is a unique exercise which is taking place in Assam. And this is an appeasement budget. So the interim budget makes clear the class hierarchy in the Modi government's scheme of populism. So popular budgets which have come forth, you can see for farmers, for unorganized sector workers, and also for the middle class. The op-ed page has this article on America deciding to uh, move out of Afghanistan. So it says America has lost the Afghan war. Once US troops leave, the Taliban is sure to challenge Kabul one way or the other. And this is wrong on the Rohingyas. It says that deportation of refugees is legally and morally problematic. So Rohingya refugees are being deported by India. So then the danger of cash transfers. So this the cash transfer scheme which the interim budget has also announced for farmers. So it says that it might incentivize the states to shirk its constitutional responsibility of providing basic entitlements to all. So government is expected to provide, like food grains are provided. I know, for example, at rupee 1 per kg, rupee 2 and rupee 3 per kg. So this is the government is making food grains available, but when it just does a cash transfer, so cash transfer for buying the food grain from the market is done. So in that case, the government is not making the food grain, ensuring that the food grain would be available, or be it any other commodity for which cash transfer is being done, would be available for the population. So the government is also shirking its responsibility in direct cash transfers is highlighted. On page 10, you have PM Kisan, Aadhaar must for second installment. So this is regarding the cash transfer scheme for the farmers announced in the interim budget. So now first installment it was said would be provided this month itself, but then it says for second installment onwards, Aadhaar is must. Below you have the same news. Malia says he would appeal the extradition order. And above you also have this news, Doklam crisis not fully over, says Shashi Tharoor. So he's an MP from Congress. So he has said the Doklam crisis in which India, China were involved and Bhutan was the third nation. So it was Bhutanese territory on which China had encroached and India had intervened. So it was a standoff between India and China. So this Doklam crisis, Shashi Tharoor says, is still not over. Chinese still maintain presence nearby. On international page, you have 11 EU nations back Guaido as president. So this is regarding the Venezuelan crisis. This is how more and more nations are supporting the opposition leader. And this is women activists concerned over Naomi Rao's candidacy. So Naomi Rao is considered to be appointed to DC Circuit Court of Appeal. So it is said she's an Asian American woman. So she would be the first, actually an Indian American. So she would be first Asian American woman to be sitting on federal appellate court too. But then they say that there are women activists who say they are deeply alarmed by her views. So record particularly on gender rights. So it is said she will not bring independence and fairness to the federal bench. Then this is two-thirds of Himalayan ice cap may melt. So third pole as such, world's third pole could melt by 2100 if global emissions are not reduced. This is what scientists have warned in a major new study now. And this is China-Japan frontline sees a cold peace. So officials cite Chinese intrusion into Japan's territorial waters, but still peace prevails. Then on page 13, the business page, you have Center may relax angel tax norms for startups, set up panel. So this we have seen already quite often regarding angel tax, which startups want to abolish. So now a panel has been set up. So it has agreed to raise exemption threshold to 25 crores net worth, and IT return ceiling will be lowered for investors too. So also the startups definition is proposed to be amended. Then this is April to December fiscal deficit at 112.4% of budget target. So we have exceeded the fiscal deficit target, is clear now. Then there's no important news on the last page except this: obesity linked cancers on rise in young adults. So study says diet, exercise are key to reducing body weight. So these are the important headlines. For detailed coverage of current affairs, you can visit our website asia.com in the current affairs section. Here we have a headlines, we have a complete detailed video of current affairs, which is a separate course. So daily current affairs videos are provided here. The detail of the course is provided here. And also you can download the current affairs PDFs, which is made available here every day. So that can be downloaded here. So that is it. Thank you.